We're back! Everyone was busy writing down things and Kim was talking about Star Trek.
I was writing things
He was
in my
asking
little
about Jean-Luc
notebook,
Picard!
okay?
Guess who didn't bring a notepad?
I believe that this marks the second chapter of the Aerois campaign, so we're going to move on. And this one is called Every Rose Has Its Thorns.
I'm writing
Oh,
this
wow.
You have thrown the bodies to the side. Lucius enters a trance, refusing to take any watch, wrapping himself up tight in a blanket. Probably trying to get as close to Sentry as possible for protection. With whimperings of Daddy.
Can I have a proper look at the spear tip? Next question. Does anyone have a pearl or an owl feather?
A what?
I could probably identify this, but I need a pearl.
I have Aarakocra feathers.
We can probably find the feather, but the pearl...
Oh no, I don't have anything like that.
But your coat, it's covered in gems and... Is that a pearl? That's a pearl right there!
No. This is all quite decorative. It's expensive, but it is not that much.
I'm just like lifting my fingers towards his
No,
jacket.
Nova, please. Not my
What?
pearlies.
You've got loads!
Nice.
Perhaps we could buy one when we reach a town.
Oh, could you?
No, I said we.
But you're minted!
Yes, but this has to survive me until I can find Daddy.
Form a ritual, but
We don't want to waste 100 goldies.
no, we want a pearl and an owl feather. Tiangong doesn't really talk. It's a feeling.
Do you have a feeling that this is magical?
I'm gonna hold the spear tip and just shut my eyes really hard and just like.
No.
Well, this looks dangerous.
Don't
Nova?
explode.
Nova.
Oh my goodness. You need to go toilet.
Nova, you're going blue. Wait, no.
Nominate somebody to make a survival check.
Ha, natural one.
You're kind of like landlocked here, which you're not used to. You're kind of used to having the coast around
There's
to
a
judge things
stupid
by.
river that's too strong.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Are you still bitter about that?
Don't talk to me about it.
Okay.
It is late afternoon when you, Quill, spot something off in the distance. Perhaps like you can see a large chasm. It's probably about 3 miles wide.
Whoa.
You can see the tops of buildings, what look like old ruined town houses, just kind of poking up from somewhere deep in the chasm itself. Something that was caused by the Sundering, this kind of big catastrophic event which kind of split the land apart. You vaguely remember something about a dwarven town called Dwalenden. Looking at this map now, you can see, you vaguely would know where Solvin would have been, and there is no land there. It was open ocean. It seems to just be complete sea.
Okay.
What you would know is that it was very far from where Quill found you. How you got from there to where you were found, you don't remember.
Wait,
Somewhere.
you come from Solvin?
That's correct, yeah.
I've always wanted to go.
I want to go back.
It's not there on the surface, but it's got to go somewhere, right?
Underwater?
Yeah.
Well, that one is in a massive crater, which, by the way, sucks for them.
We could go explore. I can hold my breath
For how long?
a very long time.
More than, say, 2 or 3 hours? Mm-hmm. Really? Really?
Eric Ganassi, hi.
I think I can hold my breath for perhaps 1 minute.
Try it right
Do you want a
now.
competition?
Go.
So there could be guardians down there.
There's a high chance they could be feral.
Feral.
Feral?
The average lifespan of a guardian is about 15 years. They can become unpredictable, violent.
It's a little bit out of the way.
Oh, I don't think that I should go anywhere near that chasm.
There's gold.
Oh, I've got plenty of gold. Daddy can give me more. What about climbing down there?
I can...
These hands are not for climbing. My handsies.
I don't want to go into it blind.
Always be prepared. You sound just like Daddy.
Except I'm here.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, Daddy's not here.
No, but he will be soon.
Oh, one, yes, of course, yeah.
Guardians don't dream, but you do have the ability to cycle through old memories. Tonight, when you take a rest and you power down, your memory flickers back. You see a beaming smile and a kind of dark eyes and dark hair, but a name doesn't quite come to your memory. Sentry, you have been gifted to the royal family as one of the greatest guardians that has ever been produced. We would like you to protect our greatest asset, the heiress herself, the princess. He hands you the shield, and you remember holding it for the first time, feeling that something important has happened. Whilst you are sleeping, You hear fragments of a voice. Sometimes it is many voices, sometimes it is just a feeling. You see an image, a memory of your own. Purple light exploding out of a shelter in the woods as a young girl emerges with a sword in hand. There is a strange sensation from Tiangong. Fear. It is afraid of something. A horrid smell begins to waft up from a nearby crest of the vale. A smell of rot and death and decay.
Oh, what is that smell?
You begin to hear like something turning in the direction of where your camp is, almost like
Nudge bird.
Quill.
Is it time for my watch? No.
Lucius.
It's for the best that he
Yeah.
stays that way.
Sure.
No, we should wake him up, shouldn't we? I'll wake him up, but I'll put my hand over his mouth before I do it because I know that he's probably going to
Okay.
ruin everything.
Daddy, and he like looks up at you. What? It's not more goblins, is it?
Maybe.
But I feel different. I think if I try, I could maybe speak with them.
I know what it is, but I'm not going to.
No, I know you won't. But I was like, I'm going to put this here. Okay, you can see that. That's interesting. You see two shapes loom at the top of this valley looking down. They are hounds, black-furred, but they're covered in sores and pustules. And a thick green, almost glowing ichor kind of drools out of their large mouths. Their paws are crawling with like worms, and bugs seem to be inside their skin. And these dead black eyes just kind of look down at the four of you, and then just a oh! That's gonna be initiative, please. Oh! Ow! They're doing a heckin' awoo. Smells horrid.
Does it smell like durian?
Yes. Lucius.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh no, what horrible doggies. He pulls out his diamond. He's like, spins it around and launches a bolt of cold. This cold blast encapsulates one of the dogs. And then he looks over at Nova, reaches out a hand, and part of your coat, like some of the color, kind of pulls out of it. It stays blue, but like some of the blue pulls out of it, and he launches a blast of ice at the other one as well.
Whoa, that's so cool!
He did 16 to the first one. It was like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
his chromatic orb.
Oof.
He's doing better now that he's not.
Yeah, now that
Here.
it's me rolling it. Yeah, exactly. And it like snaps its head round to Lucius, and he's like, oh, Sentry! And he like, uses his movement action to move behind Sentry. Vala and Arvel both wake up, and you can see Arvel like, Fangeline! And he's like loading up Fangeline.
Wow.
19.
No way, is that perfect
That was
damage
perfect.
again?
Perfect damage.
You're a fucking beast. I don't know what to do here.
But
Concoction it had in its mouth is doing something to Ayla.
Do you feel well enough to at least carry on? No.
yeah, 5 hit points to cure disease or neutralize poison.
Oh.
What?
That works perfectly.
Cool. I will do
So
that.
you probably like send the energy through all of her veins and her stomach, and it basically pushes all the toxin in, and she just vomits up one last time. And it's all black and ichorous. That was quite hideous.
Close your face.
And he's like gagging. He's like,
I don't remember him being poisoned. I don't think he's poisoned also.
no, I'm not. No, it's just.
Do we know if there could be more of them?
I mean, you'd know by the smell.
Yeah, no, I think that might be Ayla
And Lucius.
and Lucius. The sick, not you.
Thank you.
You were throwing up a lot.
Uh-huh.
It smells bad.
I remember.
Okay.
In good news, it means that we kind of freed their spirits.
I'm so happy for them.
Well, good, because they found rest now.
Nova girl, you really got to learn sarcasm at some point.
It's better this way. It's better this way.
You're probably right. You can actually just happily wade out into it, and it's just cold, fresh water.
Any loose ground anywhere, like dirt? Like,
Yeah,
maybe just kick up onto myself. Have
There's
a little
gravel
dust
along the
bath.
shores of the river and stuff like that.
Right,
yeah.
well, I just squat down and like throw some dirt over myself and get it through my feathers.
Get all fluffed up and things like that. Yeah. A number of these kind of farmer guards, they've carried like sickles instead of swords. They've got like wooden shields with pumpkins and apples painted on them and things like that. And as you approach, one of them just kind of like holds up a hand. Well, howdy, friends. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you your business before you come any closer.
Right, okay. We've just been in an airship crash. We'd like to find civilization, please.
You're a birdman.
Yes, I am.
Miss, you're a wild elf.
I am, and I'm
You
not
can
from
see the
around
guards
here.
like all become very sort of, they begin gripping like pitchforks. You can also see one of the guards has a very big boar that's like next to him like a
wow.
pet. Like he's got like a little leather harness, like a spiked leather harness, and he's got his hand on it like a dog, and he's kind of holding it back, and the boar is like. If I can give you a piece of advice, certainly don't go anywhere near the brook. Don't go anywhere near the Brookstone family. They really don't take kindly wild elves. They had a lot of trouble. They're going to give you trouble, and if I got to get involved or any of the Harvest Guard get involved,
I'm a really nice wild elf.
I'm sure you are. But Brett Brookstone, well, yeah, he ain't going to care any one whit about that. And no trouble. Otherwise, we'll have to deal with you. Don't want to get old Big Suey out here.
Does it make that face as well?
Yeah, it's got a fucking angry looking face. How can I help?
Good day, milady.
Oh, Christ.
Well met. Could you please direct myself and my fellow weary travelers to your nearest tavern or inn, for we wish to stay in nice beds.
Sure, ma'am.
Something.
My goodness, sorry. Rosalina's a good folk. She's not from around here. She's from one of them sky cities, so she should maybe a bit more used to dealing with folks like yourselves.
Thank you, milady, and then bow really like deep.
Yep, mighty fine to meet John. She just starts like skipping like, whoa.
You're really, really good at blending in.
Thank you.
Call it back
What's
a little
wrong?
bit. Call it back a little bit on the pleasantries. It's coming off a little bit.
My mom always said, manners maketh the man
Right.
or woman.
Brother Corin looks over and Nova is like, that's a very good sentiment to live by, Nova, but you came off very strong.
Just trying to be nice.
Bring it down. A few notches on the ladder.
You sound like my dad.
Anyway.
It's just what every young man wants to hear from a young woman. Thank goodness I joined the priesthood.
Please don't use the hammer. No, I mean don't use your fists. Don't use it. Don't be. We're
Don't
not
be
here.
me.
Let's say someone comes up to us and insults you. What would you do?
Oh, she'd probably punch them in the face.
Spit in their eye.
I'm just saying, don't do
They
that.
got it.
Many places in the world I have seen many things. I know that your people, sometimes, perhaps they are a little aggressive, but you have great culture and beauty about you as well. And if I treat you well, no doubt you will do the same for me, yes?
Of course. See?
This is what I love.
Clapping my hands like
You have no idea how happy we are to see you, Rosalina.
Oh, my friend, that is very welcoming. Who is this very handsome man? And Lucius is like, oh, hello, I'm Lucius Elwin Alenasto. Oh, I most certainly will have a heart wine. Thank you. If that's the most expensive, it's the best.
Surely he'd ask what like year it's made. Like, crap.
I don't think Lucius is actually that
Yeah.
aware of good
Yeah.
wine. Vala's like, I'll have a beer. And Yusef is like, no, you certainly will not.
Milk, please.
30 copper pieces then, please, my lord. And he's like, oh, yes, certainly. Do you have change for gold? And it's just like, this wine is marvelous.
You haven't drunk any of it.
He's like smelling it. He's like trying to like pretend he knows what he's doing.
Savor the bouquet.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to eat, but could I have a comforting, warm plate, please?
She looks at you. She's like, of course I can. Yes, I will have a plate warmed for you.
Sure.
That's extremely strange, but I admire you for going with it anyway.
Yes, lunch is on me, friends.
On that note, I'd like to propose a toast
Okay.
to new friends.
To new friend.
Sure. And
Oh, yes, to new
surviving.
friends. I don't think any of you
write
are
this
missing hit
down.
points or anything like that. So
Sentry's just like pushing the plate to
yeah,
her
just
face.
hold it to the face. It's very warm. There's a few odd looks from like the locals who are like eyeing up this like robot woman holding a plate to her face. There's also like a lot of like cold cooked potato, kind of like potato salad kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the type of thing he would love to
mushrooms.
pick away at.
Yeah, he's just like. There is also some very brazenly written other services available. It simply says adult services. They are 3 gold per hour. Tailored adult services are 10 gold for 2 hours. Even disguise self for 30 gold. The disguise self has in brackets next to it, see above services.
I see.
She said she was open-minded.
Why would you want to disguise self?
Maybe a story for another time.
Okay.
Or never.
Or never.
Okay.
Maybe this is a knowledge that you don't find out.
Forbidden knowledge.
We'll call
Oh,
it
now
that.
you've made her really interested in it.
Sister Yusuf just like looks around like, she would basically do a Marge Simpson noise like, I provide counseling services for couples if they are having difficulties.
Lucius is having a hard time being separated from his family right now. He could maybe use some counselling.
Oh, really? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm very sad that Daddy's left me for so long. I thought he would have been here by now.
Lucius.
Oh, don't you want me to come with you to find the Healy man?
I
get
think
some
you have
Heelys?
some problems to work out first.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
You see what we mean?
No.
He's in denial.
Yes.
Denial.
It's
So
denial.
it's like, I cannot help someone who does not wish to hire my services. If Mr. Lucius, if you wish to come and see me, I am more than happy to help you.
It was worth a try.
I don't know what you're talking about, Birdie. Perfectly fine.
Good. Okay, great.
The only problem I have is these disastrous things that we've had happen since we crashed.
See,
Very upsetting.
So much counselling needed, poor Lucius.
With a short cropped beard is a dwarf man. He has a bull-like face, like flat nose. He looks ugly as sin. His hair is cut like almost bald short. My sweet Lord, thank you for your light this day. Thank you for blessing our lives with your light. The other person that you may wish to speak to is Windy Gale. She is the Harvest Guard's scarecrow here. She is the leader of the militia.
She's a scarecrow.
A scarecrow is a rank amongst the Harvest Guard. Think of it as a sergeant or a captain.
So not a animated.
She is not a literal scarecrow.
I understand.
But
That
her
sounds
role
terrifying, though.
her role is not dissimilar. It is her responsibility to scare away the beasts and evils that may plague our fields.
So would she like me?
She does not have a problem with birds, no.
Good to know.
He hefts
Yeah.
the gun, kind of puts it down, but like... Wow, I managed to literally hit like all of the miniatures there. Standing at the edge of the door, you see a man in a kind of like loose like linen shirt, very low cut, showing off a very well chiseled chest. How you are? Can I help you with something?
At the back of the group, I'm just like, whoa, just staring at his chest, like, whoa.
Yeah, he's got like very tight like, you know, probably like trousers, like farmers kind of trousers on and like tall boots.
So, I'm Nova.
A pleasure. I'm gonna shake your hand.
Really shake it and like squeeze it.
Yeah, very firm. I'm Lucius Elwin Anastaster.
Good.
Hi, Nova again. Did you
I remember the name.
say family?
Yep.
What members of family? Brothers, sisters, father?
He grins. He's like, no, my wife and kids are back there. Just stay clear of the Brookstone family.
I have heard this.
What a lovely little RP episode.
Yeah, I loved it.
Married? No.
Welcome to a High Rollers tradition, new viewers. Cock blocking Kim. What? What are you complaining about?
Tom's just like posing as
I'm
if.
waitle for the camera to go to me, and
Yeah.
I'm staying in this position until then.
Yeah, like he.
There you go.
He thinks it's gonna.
It's on you now. He's
Here
here.
he is!
He's ready.
Hey.
Here he
He's
is.
knackered. You just run up the
Right.
stairs.
With luggage.
The lifts are broken.
I don't think there's anything else going on.
Why do you
Video.
stink of planes? Ugh.
You had secured rooms for yourselves as well as a meal, courtesy of Lucius.
Thank you.
paid
Thanks.
for food and drinks for everyone.
Very generous.
As if Lucius would have absolutely have done that.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thanks to a very remarkable sound-alike for Chris Trott last week.
Very, very.
it was-
My
Arguably,
goodness.
arguably better.
Yeah, you will be, because you are him.
No, I mean, you're one.
Oh, I see. Well, the...
Buttering up the DM.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
He's reminded you to add your second level spell. That's your reward.
And what were the side quests? Or say side quests.
So one.
Well, I'm going to check my quest log.
I think honestly, Nova's been the least behaved.
What?
Flirting with a man.
What?
What?
I thought the field warden was single. It turns out he has a family.
There's a wife and a kid.
Kind of awkward. He was literally having dinner with his family.
Whilst Nova is at the door like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sentry's just rubbing her face over a warm plate.
Yeah.
That was the other thing we missed, yeah. If you're looking for work, then that's certainly what I can offer.
Terrible word, isn't it? W word. Ugh.
What?
Which one?
Work.
Work?
Terrible.
Have you never worked?
Well, yes, I work.
Where?
I work out.
Right. Have you ever had a job? A job? For money?
Where are we going?
We'll come back to Merrick and figure out some details of the jobs. The work.
Stop saying it.
Okay, well, jobs then, is that good?
No, I don't know. What does that mean?
It's an exchange of services
I'm
for
joking.
money.
Of course I know what it means. I'm educated. Anyway.
The Brazen Heart, this very quaint tavern, it's very, very homely and nice. And inside it is bustling with activity. You see Rosalina, this kind of small but very curvaceous halfling woman with a very plunging blouse, long skirt.
Everybody! Everybody!
They all turn around.
Now I know we're the strangers in town, so how about a warm welcome? First round is on me.
There is a whoa! And there's just like, well, shoot me sideways, zip, zip, and where? And there's like cheering and hollering
Never
and
seen a
whelping.
sideways suit before.
we should be saving the gold. That's a lot of money.
Has loads.
Oh, Mr. Lucius, that is very kind of you. I am assuming, would you like people to have cheapest available drinks?
Absolutely.
Yes, of
Pardon me.
course. I
And
will.
my party.
Well, of course, you may order what you wish.
Give them the slop. The sloppy slop.
Well, we don't serve slop at the Brazen Heart, of course. 4 copper each.
Half pints.
Half pints. All right, very well. And then she
Yes.
kind of, she's like, everybody, it's only half pints for the
Full pints.
for the elder
pints.
man's.
It's full pints.
Full, and then they're like appropriate. Wah! There's another kind of cheer
Don't
around.
embarrass me, Rosie.
Okay. Well, she's like, well, now I have to give them full pints now. You understand?
Yes.
I'd like some chocolate milk, please.
Rosalina,
Role play.
do you have
Frolic.
chocolate milk?
We have milk. We have milk.
Any kind of sweetness, like honey or something.
I can put the honey in the milk.
Honey milk?
Just water for me, thank you.
Nods. Doesn't say anything. Just nods.
Oh, I thought you called me a nonce.
No, I wouldn't do that, Tom Hazel.
No.
People want to come up and introduce themselves. You get the sense that there is this, we want to go and look at the weird people. Right. Now, I bet you from one of them fancy sky cities, right?
That's right. Could
Ah,
you
what
guess
they
it?
like?
They're really beautiful and wonderful. They're the best thing ever, and I want to go home.
What about the rest of y'all?
Yeah.
You can see that she looks and she wants Sentry to answer, but is like being polite and is asking everybody.
Yeah, we're joining Lucius on his journey home.
Are y'all friends?
Yes. Close friends.
I think we've become good friends.
Ada's like, yes, friends. Also, I'm sorry, like I'm trying to be polite, but I really want to ask the Guardian why you're here, because my mom and dad, they used to tell me stories about Guardians all the time. Like we didn't think you were real, but here you are walking around. And yeah, she just seems to get distracted with Sentry for a second.
When she's waving Sentry's arms around, her armpits are wafting quite the stench. So I'm going to move.
Who, sentries?
No.
Oh.
Lucius, you're waiting outside. You hadn't seen them before. Quill had only seen them, but kind of on the other side of the street, just watching the tavern, you see these 2 human men, rough-looking beards, dark-looking eyes, kind of short-cropped hair, kind of look quite dirty and like they've been in like a mine or digging somewhere. just kind of watching you. And as you come out, they're watching you. They're not watching the tavern, they're like looking at you.
I'm going to very awkwardly trying to make my way out of their line of sight.
Okay, so you want to go around the back
I'm going
of
to
like,
skirt
the
around the
inn.
tavern and try and find a back way back into the tavern.
Okay. You notice that they try and follow you without being seen, but you spot them like moving kind of along with you and stuff like that.
As I go around the side, I'm like, ew, big, huge security man. Perfect. How are you doing today? Would you like a drink?
Are you talking to just like an air, like pretending
nothing.
like somebody's there?
Oh, there's two of you. Big, sharp, pointy things.
You hear like from the darkness on the other side of the street, you just hear her like,
God, you look like you're about to kill anybody. Especially people who are criminals or up to no good. Yes.
you're at the side of the side, laying out blankets and things. You can see Yusuf, Corin, Arvel, and Valor. Ah, Lucius, my boy. You all right?
Nope.
I was like, Brookstone family. Yes, they are supposed to be, they do not like strangers in their town, or they're supposed to be quite ruffians. Valor, make sure you stay at the back of the barn then, if there are dangerous-looking people out there. Yeah, okay.
Yes, back at the barn. I'm winking.
She like winks back.
I'm going to try and gesture whether she's still got the...
Both daggers.
She like looks and she like nods.
Well, anyway, see you later.
I'm Windy Gale. I'm the scarecrow in this town.
Ah, we heard about you.
I'm so good you did. That's a mighty fine thing. What you been hearing about me?
Oh, only
Mr.
good
Birdman.
things. We were actually told.
Oh, that's
that-
no good. I want y'all to be scared of me.
Well, all of a sudden I'm terrified. We were under attack, you see, from something. You know more about it than me, Nova.
The remnant.
Now, what's a girl like you when you ganassi knowing about no remnant?
I thought everyone knew about them.
Think about negatives. Quadruple negative.
Nope. Her eyes flicker to Tiangong. Now, maybe y'all are good folks, just happen to be in a bit of a down luck. You wound up here looking for a bit of safe harbor, but maybe y'all ain't so good. A couple of days ago, some weird earthen mounds and tunnels started emerging near a farm to the east. They've been saying that some of their cattle been going missing. If y'all willing to look into that, we can pay you for that. The other one is more of a pressing job, really. It's pretty bad for the town. Last 2 shipments coming in from Gold Throne, merchants bringing in trade goods, people coming in with supplies, they gone missing.
Anything interrupting the main trade route must be of utmost importance. The field warden said that would be about 250 gold.
Deception check.
That's a 16.
She eyes you and she kind of like gives you a kind of toothy grin. Yeah, I reckon maybe he did say something about that. I reckon it's worth that to the town.
Master Quill, that information isn't correct.
It's okay.
Yes, was it like 200?
No. It was 200 for the first one. You misheard.
Are you sure?
You misheard.
No, Sentry is definitely right.
No.
Ayla just like thumps like Lucius in the chest, like winds like. Oh, sorry.
You remind me of my grandmother.
Her eyes narrow. Y'all saying I'm like a grandma?
She's like pretty strict as well, but she's got a heart of gold. She
You
has-
saying I'm old?
No.
We have seen a couple of people following us around town, eyeing us up.
She rolls her eyes like, yeah, that'll be Brett's boys. They ain't gonna fight me. I'm just gonna give them a scare. You hear like a slamming of the door, and then like a, hey, you there? What are you doing down there? You feeling people around the town? I'm a Peter! And then like thump, 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 and like some shouts and cries, and then that's it. You don't hear anything
Well,
else.
I think that's all dealt with.
Thank you, Quill. Thank you.
What are you thinking of?
Good job, Birdman.
Thank
Like
you.
Ayla's
Yeah,
like,
Ayla gets it. Thank you. More gold for the wagon one.
Oh, that's what you
And this
were
will help
doing.
quite a lot.
You're being all tricksy.
No, I didn't think I was tricksy.
You're lying.
Well, I might have lied a little bit.
Lying's bad.
That line is bad.
But it's to help Arvel.
Sentry's like the epitome of lawfulness. She was built that way.
I do
If she
raise...
says you're bad, You're a baddie.
I think you need to go on a timeout.
Did I go on about? Did I say something? I mean, I've been.
What are you talking about? You just what? So if it's the dwarf woman's fault if she didn't pick up that Quill was bartering for some more gold.
I think she knew.
It sounds like a very important job. I think it was only the right thing to do.
You just shouldn't be dishonest, especially with honest people.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes. Apology accepted, Birdie. That's a great... See? Heart of gold. Just like your grandmother.
Old. Are you saying I'm old?
Heart of old?
No, like her grandmother.
No, the heart of gold bit.
Oh.
I don't know how... Do you snuff it at like 5 years old? I don't know how long birdies live for.
Actually, not far off.
Really? Oh, that's awful. How old are you now?
Oh, I'm... I mean, I don't really go by age in the same way you do, but I guess 2 or 3? Something like that. Yeah, very young.
Yes, but you're past it, really.
Oh, yeah, we age very quickly.
You're going to snuff it in 2 years.
The other thing, Lucius, you would have remembered this from the last episode that you weren't here from.
Oh.
Sentry did reveal that she only had 2 years left to live or left to function.
Oh, yeah.
That is correct information.
You've nearly snuffed it, haven't you, Birdie? 2 years. And then you look at Sentry and remembered what she said.
So sorry, said.
It's quite
Up here, have your empty cup. I'm sorry.
Ayla just picks up a hammer and is like, I'm going to bed. Massages are 6 silver for half an hour. Adult services are listed at 3 gold per hour. Tailored adult services are 10 gold for 2 hours.
Well,
And she offers that, like, would you require anything?
this is trying to cover up the services section.
We've only just eaten, Lucius.
We did eat.
Do you want the other?
It was probably a couple of hours ago.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
No.
Why,
Don't need that.
why would you need to look at the menu again? Are you hungry again?
Well, I thought maybe you said that's not Sentry. Anybody else is hungry.
I was wondering, so, like, I miss my parents, and I'm pretty hungry.
I need the toilet.
So,
Oh, leave it.
Okay, there's an outhouse out back.
Okay.
when you say adult, does that mean that you just pretend to be my mom and give me a hug?
Well, no, there are some people that will hire for you to be a motherly figure to them, but not in the way that you are thinking. This is more for intimate matters. There is some alchemical matters that can help people. Some men find it very difficult to perform, and I have alchemical supplies that can help with
it's
that.
about that time, I think.
The half-elf girl with the face is kind of there, like you can see her cleaning and stuff like that. She just gives you a very kind of quiet, like, good morning, and she just carries on, like, cleaning up. She tries to keep her disfigured, like, side of her face away from people that are trying to talk to her.
Hello. Morning.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't want to be rude, but I'd like to see you clean the cutlery I'm about to use for the food.
Oh, of course, yes. Give me a second. Well, the sinks are in the back room. You'll have to come out into the kitchen. And then she goes into the kitchen.
Okay.
You follow her.
Maybe I can help you.
No, that's fine. I'm just...
I'll get a tea towel.
Then she washes the plate and cutlery and then puts them on the side.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the extra effort.
You're welcome,
What's
sir.
your name?
Oh, sorry. My name is Reld.
Reld.
Yes, Reld.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Lucius Viren Elwin Elenasto.
Nice to meet you,
Good
sir.
to meet you. You make very spangly cutlery, you know that? Very skilled.
She like nods and
You'll
smiles.
go far with that, in this town at least. I don't know about the rest of it. But yes, well done.
Ayla is like...
I'll try and not watch.
It's like bits all over her face. That's for Katie. If you have any spare coin that you wish to provide her, I will give it to Reld's name.
I'm gonna...
She's saving up.
through my platinums. I'm just gonna put them all out on the table. I have a silver.
I will pass that on to Reld. Thank you very much.
You know what? I might have a holiday here now and again. I was never thinking about coming back down, but now this is quite nice. I'm getting used to it.
Wow.
It's a nice place.
Not the toilets, I will say,
What's a holiday?
where you pay money to go somewhere else.
You mean just adventuring?
Yes, but usually it's like a package deal, and we get like included drinks and things.
Is this something posh people do?
I don't know otherwise.
Okay, yes, it is. It is then. Yes.
Lucius, you've spent a lot of gold. You've spent a lot of money in just the 5 or 6 days we've known each other.
Yes, let the money flow.
Well, but how much do you actually have?
I have 262 gold pieces.
Ayla's just like, sorry, how much do you have?
262.
That is your money.
Well, yes, it's my traveling fund.
Traveling, so it was.
I wouldn't take my.
And you already gave like 50 gold to the Wild Elves.
Yes,
You had over 300 gold on the airship.
yes. Any more would be so heavily weighted, and does my back in.
Of course.
Lucius, you probably don't want to advertise how much money you have.
Well, Bertie asked me.
Well,
so-
he asked, but I'm just saying, like this morning when you laid all your money out on the table,
Yes.
you don't want to do that a lot, especially.
Well, the bar owner didn't mind.
She's fine, but there might be people who kind of see that
Yes.
and want that and take
Well, I
that.
don't blame them. There's a lot of nice coinies.
Yeah, so keep it hidden. Otherwise, you're going to get stabbed and your money will be taken.
Oh, we don't want that, do we?
No.
It'd be really inconvenient getting
You're-
that back from Daddy.
I mean, it
You're
did
a
almost
bit-
happen twice.
Yeah, you're a bit too open with how much money you have.
But wealth is like it's an extension of one's being, is it not?
Okay.
If you don't have wealth, then, what do you have, really?
But
Liz.
didn't we
It's fine. It's not. I don't mean to be
I'm
rude.
sure we had this conversation before about how you should have secret wealth. Like, just hide it.
I put 2 coins in the other pocket.
I think it would be safer for all of us.
Yeah.
More.
Secret wealth.
Here, Century, you hold it.
No, Lucius, it's your
Big
money.
bulging pile of pounds
It's
of
your
coins.
money. You keep it.
But
Just
secret.
Just stop showing it to everyone.
Right,
You're gonna attract the wrong kind of attention, and that's bad.
right. But when I want more wine,
Then 1 or 2 coins, yes.
Then just pay the
Take it
exact
out,
amount.
take it out
Exact
one
amount.
at a time.
the exact amount.
There's no need to dump all your gold onto the table and count
I
it.
find it easier to count when I put it all out, you see?
But then people are gonna see it and stab you
Right.
for it.
Absolutely. Yes,
Safety first.
safety first.
Otherwise,
With that conversation done,
Yes.
do you want to go back to your original point, Quell?
260. Well, I have 25.
Oh, you poor thing.
It's fine.
Do you want some more?
No,
Yeah.
no. This is exactly what we just spoke about.
What do you guys want to do?
Chasm does sound fascinating.
I mean,
It's like a 3-way split vote right
so
now.
I'm saying the wagons, you're saying the earthen tunnels, you're saying the chasm, which we don't know anything about and could be filled with deadly dangers, and
All of them sound like there's stuff to fight and treasure. So
all of them sound
How
good.
about
I abstain.
Well-
Sentry, what do you want to do?
I think it's up to you now, Sentry. 250 golden wagons, 200 golden earthen tunnels, or a deep, dark, dangerous, dying cave
Full of treasure,
Full of-
potentially.
full of treasure
and monsters to
potentially,
fight.
monsters and things that would kill us very easily, and we've got no information about it whatsoever.
and maybe
Not
guardians.
to sway your vote
could-
whatsoever.
I mean, the potential for guardians down there could be interesting.
that?
I could find out some information about what happened to Solwyn if there might
That's
be some.
priceless, Birdie.
What do you think's making these wagons disappear, Quill? It's not like fairies that are just vanishing them away as a trick, is it?
Yeah.
It could be.
It's probably bandits that will also want to kill you.
A lot of people have gone to Dwalin Den and not come back. Only a few people have been to the markets, the wagons, and they didn't come back. And only cows didn't come back from the urban tunnels.
But we're
So-
not people.
What do you want to do, Sentry? Ayla looks at you.
I'd like to go to the chasm.
Chasm!
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
chasm!
Real adventure.
Well, that's just grand.
The decision made! Yay! We'll see you in a short 5 minutes. We're going to take a quick break, play some ads, and then we'll be back. We don't know what's down there. I guess it's a gamble. You might find some magic relic. You might find some
Relic.
hidden knowledge or
Hidden
spells or something like that. Or you might just find death. I don't know.
It's fine. We'll nip on down to the chasm, recover a load of treasures, get lots of money, and then we'll have plenty of time to recover the supplies and deal with the cow disappearance.
Sounds like y'all earn a nice tasty paycheck if y'all do all that. Good luck.
There we go. Tip top.
Stars be with you.
Sentry, how much do you want to go into this cavern?
If I can go to a place that was flourishing when, before the Sundering, then maybe I could find some information about, what happened and you know, it's...
Fine.
It's really admirable, wouldn't it, Quill?
It would be great.
And then you require how many lanterns, sorry, my good friend?
2.
Two.
2.
Two.
2.
2. Now, would you prefer the bullseye or hooded lanterns?
Which one looks fancier?
Oh, the bullseye.
Oh, absolutely. 2 bullseye, please.
Well, that will be 20 gold.
And how much are the hooded lanterns?
They are 5 gold each.
Hooded lanterns, please.
Very well.
Nova, and I'm whispering this to her, do we have use for the Ethereum core?
You can pry that out of my dead cold hands.
Right. Well, I think that will be everything.
The chasm is deep and echoey as you look down into it. Dark abyss seems to stretch on. You can see the vaguest tips of buildings just in the little remnants of light that manage to hit the edges of it. But because the angle of the chasm as the sun rises, it's just bouncing off the side. You're just nomming your baby doll there.
I think now that he's got a description of it.
Now he's like, oh, this is a bad idea.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
It's either that or one of us has to climb down, which is
Okay,
dangerous.
Just don't shout at me when you fall to your death because I don't know what I'm doing.
It won't be dangerous at all. There's going to be nothing down there. I know I've said to the contrary multiple times, but
I'm not worried about that.
Oh.
I'm worried about not putting a piton in properly because I don't have the proper training. And then one of them falling out when you climb down and then you fall to your doom.
It's
Ayla's
easy,
put in the
Nova.
top one.
You just hit it really hard until it's in the rock.
Rope secure!
I warn you though, I don't think I did a great job.
That's not Mandy gamey. I rolled bad.
She's not very confident in herself.
Somewhere in the darkness, you hear something move, like scrabbling away. And you hear a pink, and one of the pitons flies out. You manage to hold yourself.
Please.
Oh no, after you.
Oh. No, you.
No. It'll be totally fine.
You hear another ding, and the rope kind of sways for a moment. You let out a little noise.
I do a very wide stance on my legs suddenly.
You put your legs out and they balance you, and then you kind of crab shuffle the way down the rest of it. But the rope is now swaying, making it harder and harder for the next person to go. It's almost like going last was the worst thing you could do.
Is he to cast message on him?
Okay.
Oh, hey, Lucius. How's it going? Is the rope okay?
No!
Oh,
That's it. That's the reply you get.
come on, Quill. It'll be fine. You've fallen from higher before. It's going to be great. I'm going to cast guidance on myself, and I'm also going to cast heroism on myself.
Let me tell you this. If you fall from this height, those temporary hit points won't mean anything.
The guidance will help.
Sure. You kind of use your
only got
claws to
one
clutch in.
claw.
You're going to be at disadvantage.
Oh, why do you speak? Why do you speak?
fair. I've got a
plays
golden
fair.
heart.
Great
You
RP.
lied earlier!
Bertie, stop it! Stop. You're shaking it far too much.
There is a moment where you slip. And as you do, you kind of put your full weight against the rocks to try and hold you in. And you feel the top pin. And the rope begins to sail down. You crash into a plateau about halfway, which is still about 100 feet up from the bottom.
Okay.
You just have to let go for the last few feet, but Ayla basically kind of half catches you as you land. So you land at the bottom,
Quill!
just as this rope.
Get ready to catch him!
Those of you who are downstairs already begin to see movement. Everybody roll initiative for me, please.
Oh my god.
Natural 20!
You always get lower initiative.
I get bad initiative, but high damage.
Ayla has
Hi, damage.
15.
Quote of the episode.
High damage!
Episode title.
Mother
Hi,
trucker!
damage.
Damage.
She is gonna cast Green Flame Blade. Blade?
Green flame blade. Okay.
Green Flame Blade.
Okay, Lucius.
Man, you're a
What about you? Lucius. Out of the darkness that you hadn't spotted them from, 4 human-shaped figures. They come sprinting out.
Like 28 days later, zombies.
Yeah, these guys look more like they are ghoulish in appearance. They're long-formed, clawed hands. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
4.
4.
Oh no.
So as this creature hits you, Sentry, you feel the wooden parts of your body lock up, and you are currently paralyzed. Watch as this brilliant ball of light, actually you describe it. What does it look like, Tom?
It's a brilliant ball of light, Mark.
A brilliant ball of light streaks out from above you, slamming into the rear creature. It howls and shrieks as though being burned.
I've got more of those!
My dichromancy, however,
Yep.
needs a second ice.
Please read your abilities. Please. Please. I gave you like a custom thing with a sheet that explains it all. You do your level plus ability modifier to another creature within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage is that and which one?
So
Don't just go, yeah. There's a podcast audience to consider as well, Chris Trott.
3 plus my wisdom, which is 1.
Charisma, because you're a sorcerer.
6.
Again, these things don't seem to recognize pain in the same way. Like, it doesn't stop them or make them halter in any way.
Halter.
Cute.
But you take 10 points of damage as these claws rake across you.
What's the constitution for? The paralyzed?
Yes.
I mean, I kind of want to play fair, Mark.
What?
It's an injury table.
Oh, it is. Thank you. Make another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Thanks, dickhead.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You know what, Tom? You know what? You can have inspiration for being such a good boy. You watch as Quill, up on this perch, like a true bird. What does the magic missile look like?
So it's swing the wing and the feathers fly out and then just plummet down into the...
The feathers take on like a purple hue as they come flying down. The feathers just pierce straight down, piercing their heads, and you watch as their brains explode outwards from their skulls.
Nice.
And she will attempt to blast the one across the sentry with lightning. It passes again
Yeah.
for another 1 point of damage, which is enough to kill it.
Just enough.
So she
Just
hits it
enough.
and just a little bit of static flies out.
Yeah, basically, which is enough. The creature's already on fire and sends its flaming body clattering to the ground as
Nice.
these creatures are defeated.
Jeez.
Welcome to the chasm. Enjoy your stay.
I mean, I've only spent both my level 2 spell slots.
Well, these will be the previous residents.
Sorry?
Quill! Quill, you're alive!
I'm okay. Is
I
it?
wonder where those feathers came from.
That was me. Thank you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Is everything okay down there?
We're all alive.
I'll climb down then. Manually.
Athletics check with disadvantage, please.
Sentry, get ready.
Oh, could I guidance myself?
What is it?
Arms out, ready.
Trying to climb.
7.
Trying to climb with one hand is really hard.
Dexterity.
Saving throw.
14.
I will have you take half of this damage. You
Well,
are
100 feet
falling
worth.
100 feet. That is equal to 10d6.
Can we
How
do
much?
anything?
Did you have
Can
inspiration?
we try and catch him?
One of you can attempt to catch them if you want.
I will have a go.
So I think that would be an athletics check from you for the
Okay.
sentry.
Well, that's +3.
Good luck.
Oh, it's a natural 1.
Oh,
Perfect.
That's what we wanted. Sentry just puts hands up like blades.
You with my axe.
Take 16 points of damage.
No, it's exactly lethal.
Well, you see him
Quill, are you okay?
climbing down. The rock he's holding onto gives way. His feet scrabble. He tries to grab onto it, but he falls away from the wall. Sentry, you try and catch him, but you just overestimate where it is, and he slams down. Like, you kind of get one hand on him, but then he slips out. That's going to be a con saving throw.
Yeah, well, natural 20.
Is equal to half the damage.
He raises up. I will lay on hands.
Yeah.
I shall give you. I'll give you 10.
10, so is that 10 HP?
You just go straight to 10 HP.
10 HP for you.
Your eyes open.
Ow.
Hi,
It was a
Quill.
graceful landing. You were flawless.
Really, was
Soaring.
it? Soaring, I flew?
No, you fell like a rock. I am amazed you didn't break any bones.
I'm in so much pain. I just had a good idea. You can levitate. You could have just carried me down.
I can't carry. Look at my arms. I have weedy scientist arms. I told you I'm not a geologist, damn it.
What's geology got to do with...
Rocks! Rocks! Hitting into rocks!
I know a lot about them now.
I said I wasn't strong! I told you!
It would have been better than letting a one-armed Aarakocra climb down a cliff.
Maybe you could have waited. I could have
Wait.
We could have passed you the rope, Quill.
In fact, you have the harness.
I could have climbed up to you, Quill. You're too eager.
There's a lot of things we could have done.
Well, we're all learning valuable lessons on our first adventure together in a big chasm.
This one has like a very faint sign swinging just above its doorway.
I would like to cast Toll the Dead, please.
Okay, is it a
So,
saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom on a goblin!
DC 13.
Oh, I rolled a 5 and that's -1, so yes. So you kind of raise the sword and you hear this dung. His head explodes.
I cause 10